The Student Veterans Organization was started in 2008, and the goal of the Student Veterans Organization was to serve as a resource to aid the transition of veterans coming back to college after serving in the military. And the goal of the Student Veterans Organization is to help facilitate academic success among the student veterans. The Student Veterans Center was an idea that came up many years ago. And the goal of the Student Veterans Center was to provide a physical space where student veterans could network and provide the social support to each other that was needed amongst veteran students.
I attended here at Southwestern College in 2005, first attended here. Didn't know where I was going, didn't know who to see. The obstacles I faced was I was used to a very structural life that coming to the civilian world was just very confusing. I didn't know where to go, who to turn to. There was nobody here to help me. I was all alone.
I have a lot of ideas about myself, a lot of unsurety. And I think that I needed just a little bit of help pulling out the things that the Marine Corps had taught me.
As a Marine, one of the first things you're trained to do is where you're trained to be a leader. And as a leader, you're taught certain leadership principles. And one of the most important leadership principles that I was taught is that you take care of your Marines and look after their welfare. And I have 1,100 students under me right now. And so, in order for this principle to be successful, I have to put their needs ahead of mine. So that's what I do with it. It's very important for me that I take care of all my students to make sure they meet their needs and they successfully graduate to become productive citizens.
And so by providing this physical space for the veterans, it allows them to interact when in some instances they might feel isolated on campus. It is also an opportunity to provide the support services, the student support services that student veterans need.
Every day here at Southwestern College, we constantly get questions about where do I meet if I need to find a veteran, or how do we get together? There's always veterans here on campus. We need to get together and try to find a place where we can all get together and socialize and have more camaraderie that we had in the military.
The SVO is the only organization I've ever been involved with where those programs were readily available to help people overcome the obstacles that they needed to. And have somebody direct you there and kind of put the key in your hand, so to speak.
And I always try to tell all the students, this is the place to learn. This is the place to make your mistakes, take your chances, get up, wipe the dust off the rear end, and keep moving. Because this is where you learn, and this is where you get forged into becoming a leader.
At best, sometimes female veterans' role in the military goes underappreciated, and at worst, it goes unrecognized. I think this Student Veterans Organization, as well as the Student Veterans Center, is especially important for our female veterans to have a sense of community, to facilitate a sense of community that will, in turn, hopefully ensure their academic success and a positive experience here at Southwestern College.
And one of the things I enjoy the most is that when I first meet a student, they have this deer in the headlight look when they first get here. They just got out of the service, they feel lost, and of course, it's a natural gravitational just to go right straight towards the veteran services. And what I enjoy the most is about 2 years later, they're confident, and they're ready to transfer to a university, perhaps, or move on to their employment, and they come up to me and they thank me, and And all I got to say is, you know what? You walk the walk. I just pointed the direction.
Our student veterans, in many instances, have offered their safety and their own lives to protect the things that we hold sacred and dear to us. And so I think the Student Veterans Organization and this Student Veterans Center is one step in the right direction towards providing the level of service that our student veterans have provided to us. And I think we owe that to them, not only as a college and as a community, but as a nation as well. So I'm glad to see that this Student Veterans Center is happening.